So in this video today, I wanted to break down and cut out a lot of the noise when it comes to what really should I do to get new customers. You'll see all of these extravagant things. You'll see people wanting you to dance on TikTok. But really it boils down to three key fundamentals. And from what we've seen at the start of this year, I think so far we've probably generated somewhere in the region of 10,000 plus leads for the companies that we're currently working with, and generated tens if not hundreds of thousands in revenue so far this year. And as you'll see on the board behind me, really boils down to three specific areas we feel that you can see the biggest impact in the shortest space of time. So if we break those down, first one is obviously traffic. Get new customers, more new people need to know about your business. And in 2023, there's never been better ways to make people aware of your business. You never had more channels, more opportunities, more things to leverage, and more people to get in front of with the rising use of social media, the rising use of people's screen time, all of those kind of things. So that's the first step. The second step is a lead magnet. And lead magnet, you might be wondering what that is, but it's just a fancy way of saying something in exchange for someone's details. So their details being their name, email, phone number, and some consent to market to them at a later stage. And then the third bit is obviously the nurture sequence. Now that you've captured the lead, how are we actually re-engaging that person to get them coming back, being reminded of who we are, what we do, and we can do that through social media and automated sequences. So stick around for this video, because through this I'm going to literally break down how we go and construct a way for you to get 10, 20, 50, 100 new customers, depending on how many you can take on within the next couple of weeks. So first off, we want to look at traffic. And really, if you're in the health and wellness space, you're running an aesthetic clinic, you're running a gym, you're running a hair salon, beauty salon, whatever it may be, what we want to look at is how are you generating new interest. And really, you've got two options. You look at your organic sources and your paid sources. Organic meaning you don't have to pay for them. So really, if you have an existing audience, you have some traffic already, your SEO is good, and you've got an Instagram or Facebook presence or social media presence as a whole, what you can do is leverage those in the beginning. And what you want to do is use call to action based content. So you want to give value, or info, call to action. And I would replicate that effect on your stories 3-4 times a week. Check out our website, sign up for this offer, give us a call today. So you're not just repeatedly mentioning the same thing over and over again. You're switching it up, you're mentioning different things, you're going about how can you understand what the customer wants. Do they want to phone you? Do they want to go to the website, etc.? So that's the organic side. And for that, you want to be creating a lot of short form video, and doing so covering the points of testimonials, services, insights into the business, insights into the staff, your services, as I said, and maybe new and upcoming things that you have coming. Really, if you want to get, and 1% is the goal that you want to get in the beginning, and what we will see with a lot of businesses starting out, they convert 1% of the traffic on their website. So if you get 100 people through, 1 converts. So if we're basing that logic and you've got 10,000 followers, every time that you post something, a link to click through to your website, you should get around about a 1% click-through rate, which is 100 people. Of those 100 people, you should get 1% convert. So if you can reach 10,000 people and you can post once a day, a call to action, you should hypothetically reach 1 conversion per day, or 1 new client signed per day. Obviously, as you increase that, or maybe you have better conversion rates, you can then see how that takes effect. So for those people that don't have an audience to plug into, the easiest way for you to actually get that new traffic is going to be through paid traffic. Paying social media channels, paying Google channels, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it may be, to put your content in front of eyeballs and to get you an increased volume through to your website. So with these social media channels, what you're essentially doing is paying these platforms to display your ads. And on average, we would see a cost per metric, which is a cost for 1,000 people to see your ad, anywhere between 5 and 15 euros, pounds, dollars, depending on the market you're trying to target and depending on the location of your business. So for about 10 euros a day, you can categorically, and you can rule out the algorithm, you can reach 1,000 people. And if we apply that 1%, what we have is hopefully a 1% click-through rate, which is around about 10 people. And of those 10 people, obviously we need 10,000 to get 1 customer. So it makes it very easy for you to then say, right, if I'm paying X amount to social media on my social media advertising and I'm getting X percentage through, here's what I'm spending, here's what I'm getting. And really you want to get to a scenario where you can understand it to that level, where you can say, right, I'm spending 20 a day on social media, which is 600 a month, and that 20 euros euros is bringing me 2 clients per day. Both clients are worth 100 euros. Therefore, every day I'm spending 20 euros on social media. I'm getting X amount of people through to my website. Of those X amount of people, I'm getting X amount converting. And then you can figure out, right, I'm spending this, I'm getting this. So that's the first section, and that's around traffic. And really I would look at those 2 channels. Organic, do you have enough of an audience to suffice that flow of traffic, or do I need to look at paid? And your paid are going to be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Google Ads. Google Ads you would expect to be a little bit more expensive, but I'll cover that in some more detail in another video. The main section, when they get to the website, what you will see is a lot of people drive traffic just straight to their website homepage. And this is a huge misunderstanding, because when they get to the homepage, often people think, what am I actually supposed to do here? Or where was the offer that I was looking at? Or where do I actually find the service? And what you'll see is a lot of people just drop out because they get disinterested, they get bored, all of these kind of things. So what we want to do is make sure that the page we're sending them to from our social media, from our ad or organic, wherever it may be, is linked to the offer or what we were mentioning. If it's a new service, send them to the page for the new service. And then when they're on that page, this is where the lead magnet comes in. So really you're going to see 1 to 4% of people convert when they get on your website. It's a very, very small percentage of the total number. So what we want to do with the other 96 to 99% of people is we want to get them to leave their information so that we can engage with them over a longer period of time. How do we do that? Do it through clever offers. Maybe it's a first timers bundle, maybe it's an intro discount, maybe it's a free product on purchase, maybe it's a free consultation over the phone, maybe it's some element of an offer that piques their interest, so that while they're there, they're not fully sure and they don't want to commit right now, but they like the offer or they want to hear more details. So they leave their name, email, phone number, and that allows us to go back to them over and over again for free, which I'll cover in the nurture list or nurture sequence in a second. So it's really, really important that we get good traffic. We send it to a landing page that mirrors what we had in the ad or on our post. And then on that page, we have some element of a lead magnet where they can leave their details, where they can express their interest, and then we can put them through sequences. So what I'll actually do in this video, if you're interested in seeing what that sequence would look like for your business, I can send you over our 6-month nurture sequence. Shows you the exact steps that we nurture a client to make sure that we're increasing our conversion rate to 10-15% instead of 1%. So if you're interested, drop a comment below or leave a message on my profile and I'll be more than happy to send that over. But now that we have the lead, we want to put them through that sequence. So we want to send them the offer or what they've actually claimed pretty much straight away, usually about 10 to 15 minutes later. Then we want to follow up with them 4 hours later to remind them of what they did. And then over the next 2 weeks, we're going to contact them between 7 to 10 times. Now, a lot of people will say, is that too much? Is that too many? But really, you can judge the cadence yourself. 7 to 10 over 14 days is what we've seen really, really work. And it allows us to give them a lot of information in a short period of time. Testimonials, services, meet the team, hear about the business, the story, the founders, all of these kind of things that can help you solidify your decision or their decision with booking in with your business. So what we want to do is craft that customer sequence to answer all their questions, eliminate all their fears in the shortest period of time possible. So after that first 2 weeks, we do tend to space it out more, and we'll contact them maybe once every week, every 2 weeks. Getting into the latter stages of the nurture sequence, we're going to contact them probably a little bit more towards every 10 days to 2 weeks. So the nurture sequence is really important. Giving them that offer immediately, giving them the information that customers look to find out before they book in, whether it's how much is it, how long does it take, how do I book in, have other people done this, all of these common objections that people just can't consume in an ad in 10 seconds. So they've seen an ad, they've seen a social post, they've found an offer that suits them, they go to the page, it mirrors exactly that offer, plus it has a pop-up to leave their information if they're not quite sure I'm booking in right now. And then after that, we've created an automated sequence, as I haven't mentioned, but you can fully automate that so that what it does is it sends those points of contact as you, but does so in the background. What a lot of people think when we mention the nurture sequences, I've got to go and actually send these emails, make these calls. But no, with the advance in technology, you can actually do that now. And we can set up that sequence to run with that spacing of those days automatically in the background on repeat without fail. So really in that sequence, you're going to mix it up between email, SMS, and we have a feature where you can ring someone and leave a voicemail without actually making the call. So it's really, really clever in terms of making that super personalized. So what I would implore you to do, 4 days, come up with an offer that you're going to run, whether it's a first time, let's say you're running running a gym and it's a free consultation with your first class or an intro class, that's a discounted price. What you're going to do, you're going to run that offer, you're going to create content around it, you're going to choose organic and paid, whether that's, or you might choose both. You're going to create a specific landing page that's centered around that offer that makes it really easy to understand what's going to be included in the session. Then you're going to make it really easy for them to pay, but if not, they can express their interest and register for more information or a welcome pack via email, SMS. We're going to craft that sequence to push them back towards here's what Cormac, here's what Cian, whoever has visited and done the intro session previously, here's what they had to say. That's going to be the first thing, is going to be them claiming the offer. The second thing is going to be testimonials. The third thing is going to be highlighting the experience your coaches have, the story of your gym and so on. And in between that, we're going to have our SMS and voicemail sequencing. So really from someone finding out about your offer and advertising the benefits, they've now gone through to the landing page, they've now signed up for more information, they've now got 4 more emails about it, and you're converting clients not only from the ads, not only from the landing page, but also far into the future from your nurture sequence. So really look at your process, look at these 3 things, and I guarantee if you implement these, and if you put time into creating content, creating the landing page, and really thinking about an offer that suits your ideal audience, I would be surprised if you didn't increase your customers in the next month by at least 20, 30, 40%. Really simple tactic. Put it together, come up with an offer, create a sequence that mirrors that offer, and get to work with it. So if you're interested in seeing our nurture sequence, it's a really big part of it, let me know, and see you in the next video.